The Wolves Den is being brought to you by 7th Avenue Pizza. Their pizzas are made with real cheeses and meats. Pick up your 7th Avenue Pizza today at most Twin City grocery stores. 7th Avenue Pizzas. Pizzas before it was trendy.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Vince Wright, the sports governor on Beer Belly Sports. This is the Wolves Den, brought to you by 7th Avenue Pizza. All right, so let's get to it. Another week of up and down Timberwolves basketball. The Timberwolves, the other night they beat Cleveland 110-102. Rudy Gobert was on the bench. He was out with a groin soreness, it sounds like. McDaniels was limited with foul trouble. But the Wolves find a way to win. They came back from 13 down and won the game against one of the Eastern Conference's best teams. Very impressive, nice crowd. So for one night, everything works out for the Timberwolves. Bench play definitely improved. And then we come to the other night against Utah. Last night. And throw up another L. And that game was being watched because of our former draft pick, Walker Kessler, with Utah. 20 points, right? 19-13 from the floor, 21 rebounds, and you can throw on 4 assists and 2 block shots with that as well. Very impressive, but again, up and down trajectory of our Timberwolves, and it's really not helping because now we're getting into, we're getting past the halfway point of the season, and if you break down the standings here, the Timberwolves are number 9, and remember the way it works, that's the play-in tournament, so teams 7 through 10 are going to do a play-in tournament for the last 2 seeds to get into the playoffs. Right now, those teams would be Golden State, Utah, Minnesota, and Portland. Those are teams 7 through 10 in the Western Conference as of right now. Golden State got their main man, Steph Curry, back, so you anticipate them improving on their 500 record. The Timberwolves, however, again, up and down. And one of the things is we've had some improved bench play lately. Austin Rivers, Prince, Noel, Kyle Anderson, to name a few. Brought up Garza again, Luka Garza. And if you want to be an improved team, a championship team ultimately, the bench players, you got to find a few role models that are just going to be consistent off the bench. Not a nice night here and there, consistent off the bench. I'm an older guy. I grew up with players like a Michael Cooper, Vinny the Microwave Johnson out of Detroit. Those great Celtic teams of the 80s, a lot of key role players. Same with the 76ers, all those championship teams. Key role players that could come in and just do their role. And especially now because Gobert's hurt, our guy, Cat, still out. So we got to find that old ant. We need him to find that alpha in him to really get back to how he was playing in that All-Star year last year. And we need him. I mean, it's that simple, Wolves fans. So, again, we're kind of repeating ourselves somewhat. But the Wolves have had some real bright spots recently. They just can't capitalize and get that winning streak going. Now, they are 6-4 in their last 10 games. But you got, again, in this playoff tournament, they're 9 games out of first place. But the teams that are right behind them by a half a game, Oklahoma City, Phoenix is only a game behind them as well. The Lakers are a game and a half behind them. So there's still plenty of work to do and a lot of basketball to be played. But again, the Wolves got to find a way to start putting some wins together, people. So that's another edition of the Wolves Den. I know it sounds like a broken record, but the Wolves they're not getting Well, they're just not getting any type of consistency where they can put these wins together and get a nice winning streak going. But we'll see. We'll be here to let you know about it as well. I am Vince Wright, the sports governor. I want to thank you for tuning in again. I want to thank our friends over at 7th Avenue Pizza and our friends over at Beer Belly Sports. Take care.